Standing in the heart of Jerusalem's Old City, Al-Aqsa Mosque is more than just an architectural marvel. It is a symbol of deep religious significance, political tension, and enduring resilience. As the third holiest site in Islam, it holds profound spiritual value for Muslims around the world. Yet beyond its sacred status, Al-Aqsa has also been a focal point of power struggles, colonial ambitions, and cultural resistance for over a millennium. From its early days under the Rashidun Caliphate to the Crusades, Ottoman rule, British occupation, and the modern Israeli-Palestinian conflict, the mosque has witnessed the rise and fall of empires. It has endured sieges, reconstructions, and political battles, all while remaining a steadfast symbol of Palestinian identity and Islamic heritage. This timeline traces the rich and often turbulent history of Al-Aqsa Mosque, exploring how faith, power, and resistance have shaped, and continue to shape, one of the most contested sacred spaces in the world. Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem, a timeline of faith, power, and resistance. Introduction. Al-Aqsa Mosque, known in Arabic as Al-Masjid al-Aqsa, is a site of profound religious, historical, and political significance located in the heart of the Old City of Jerusalem. Revered as the third holiest site in Islam after Mecca and Medina, Al-Aqsa is not only a place of worship but also a powerful symbol of Islamic identity, Palestinian heritage, and resistance. Over the centuries, it has witnessed dynasties rise and fall, empires clash, and cultures converge, all while standing as a testament to resilience and faith. Early Islamic period, the beginning of sanctity, 7th to 8th century. The significance of Al-Aqsa Mosque dates back to the time of Prophet Muhammad. According to Islamic tradition, during the Isra and Miraj, the miraculous night journey, the Prophet was transported from Mecca to Al-Aqsa before ascending to the heavens. This event solidified the mosque's sanctity in Islam and made it the first Qibla, direction of prayer, for Muslims before it was changed to the Kaaba in Mecca. Following the Muslim conquest of Jerusalem in 637 CE under Caliph Umar ibn al-Khattab, the site of Al-Aqsa became a central place of worship. The first wooden mosque was constructed shortly after. In 705 CE, during the reign of the Umayyad Caliph al-Walid I, the original structure of Al-Aqsa Mosque was built, alongside the Dome of the Rock nearby. These developments transformed Jerusalem into a significant spiritual and political center for the Muslim world. The Crusades and Christian rule, 1099 to 1187. In 1099, during the First Crusade, Jerusalem was seized by European Christian forces. The Crusaders converted Al-Aqsa Mosque into a royal palace and church, renaming it the Temple of Solomon. The Dome of the Rock was also transformed into a Christian chapel. The mosque's conversion symbolized the Crusaders' assertion of dominance over Islam's sacred heritage. This period marked a devastating time for the city's Muslim and Jewish populations, many of whom were massacred or expelled. The sanctity of Al-Aqsa was deeply violated during this time, but it remained a central symbol of longing and hope for Muslims across the Islamic world. Ayyubid restoration and Islamic reclamation, 1187 to 1250. The Ayyubid general Salah ad-Din, Saladin, recaptured Jerusalem in 1187 after the Battle of Hattin. One of his first acts was to restore Al-Aqsa Mosque and cleanse it of all Christian symbols. The mosque once again became a house of Islamic worship and a beacon of spiritual revival. Saladin's victory is still celebrated in Islamic history as a major moment of resistance and reclamation. Under the Ayyubids, Al-Aqsa was repaired, beautified, and reintegrated into the Islamic world. Educational institutions and religious endowments, Waqf, were established, ensuring the mosque remained a vibrant center of learning and devotion. Mamluk and Ottoman eras, guardianship and legacy, 1250 to 1917. During the Mamluk period, Jerusalem and Al-Aqsa experienced a renaissance of Islamic architecture and infrastructure. The Mamluks, based in Cairo, undertook significant renovations and constructed schools, fountains, and minarets throughout the Haram al-Sharif, noble sanctuary, complex. Their rule helped further solidify Al-Aqsa's role as a religious and scholarly hub. When the Ottomans took control of Jerusalem in 1517, they maintained and expanded upon the legacy of the Mamluks. Under Sultan Sulayman the Magnificent, the city walls were rebuilt, and further restorations were made to the mosque. Though the Ottomans governed Jerusalem from a distance, they consistently supported the site through funding and religious leadership. British Mandate and Zionist Colonization, 1917 to 1948. The defeat of the Ottoman Empire during World War I led to British control of Palestine under the League of Nations mandate. During this period, tensions between Arab Palestinians and the growing Zionist movement intensified. Although Al-Aqsa remained under Muslim administration, British policies often favored Zionist immigration and land acquisition, planting seeds of future conflict. The 1929 Al-Buraq uprising, named after the wall adjacent to Al-Aqsa, erupted due to Jewish nationalist attempts to assert control over the Western Wall. This sparked widespread Palestinian protests and drew global attention to the growing struggle over Jerusalem's sacred spaces. Al-Aqsa Mosque was increasingly viewed not only as a spiritual sanctuary but also as a rallying point for Palestinian national identity. Israeli occupation and control, 1948-present. Following the 1948 Arab-Israeli War, East Jerusalem, including the Al-Aqsa compound, came under Jordanian control. However, after the 1967 Six-Day War, Israel captured East Jerusalem and began asserting control over the entire city. Though the Islamic Waqf, under Jordanian authority, retained administrative control of the mosque itself, Israel has maintained military and political dominance over the area. In recent years, confrontations during Ramadan, Israeli settler marches, and police raids inside the mosque have reignited global outrage. Each new attack on Al-Aqsa reverberates throughout the Muslim world, reinforcing its status as a central issue in the broader Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Al-Aqsa today, a living symbol of resistance. Today, Al-Aqsa Mosque is more than a religious monument, it is a living symbol of Palestinian resilience, dignity, and defiance. Despite occupation, surveillance, and recurring violence, Palestinians continue to pray, study, and gather at the mosque, asserting their connection to the land and their right to exist in the face of ongoing colonization. For Muslims worldwide, Al-Aqsa is a site of unity and spiritual significance. For Palestinians, it represents their unbroken link to Jerusalem and their struggle against erasure. Al-Aqsa Mosque story is the story of Jerusalem itself, a sacred city caught in the crosswinds of empire, faith, and geopolitics. From the Prophet Muhammad's night journey to today's confrontations at its gates, Al-Aqsa has stood as a witness to human devotion and human conflict alike. Its journey across centuries tells a tale of conquest and liberation, desecration and restoration, faith and resistance. As political tensions persist and the future of Jerusalem remains uncertain, Al-Aqsa continues to be a powerful symbol, not only of Islamic heritage but also of the enduring spirit of a people who refuse to be forgotten.